Hello everybody, and Jess here, and welcome back to DANDADAN Season 2 Episode 22, in which we will start hunting for a second golden ball. Or at least it seems to be the case. We don't know exactly where it's gonna go, but probably we're going to start the hunt. Or at least Momo is not going to be wasting any time letting Okarun know that they know where the ball might be. So we'll see where it goes. In the previous episode, what happened? We started with the amazing fight between Gigi and Okarun, or more precisely between Evil Eye and Okarun, which showed us just how much stronger Okarun became, or it's not even that he became stronger necessarily, right? Because he already has like the full powers of turbo grinding within him. He just doesn't know how to use them optimally, and now he's learned how to use those powers in a little bit of a more efficient, effective way, right? 5 hits in one tick, etc., etc. So the fight went to Okarun fairly easily, dare I say, and that was enough to impress Evil Eye to the point where he agreed to fighting only Okarun only once a week on Thursday after school, if I'm not mistaken. So the whole entire GG situation got solved, and it also got kinda explained away in a bit that, oh, like he is just, Evil Eye is just a kid who wants to play. It was the spirits that were evil, and the spirits live in his underwear. And so they gave his underwear to Manjiro, who's going to take it to the shrine and seal it off. Was it mentioned at any point before that there were spirits in his pants? Because I can't recall that. And to me, it sounds just a little bit, it seems like the author realizing that they went a little bit too far, maybe, and they maybe made Gigi and Evil Eye a little bit too irredeemable. So, okay, it was the ghosts, it was the spirits. We're taking the spirits away, the spirits are sealed. Gigi is a good boy, Evil Eye is a good boy, and, don't be angry with them, don't be mad at them. That kind of how it seems to me. Uh, and I guess it's kind of effective because by the end of the episode, I actually did enjoy Evil Eye as a character. I actually did enjoy the shenanigans, so hey, it did work. It did do the job that it was supposed to do. But before the shenanigans, we also had the house rebuilt, which again kind of seems to me like a little bit more of that. Oh, and the house he destroyed. Well, it just can be fixed like that. The Peony just has a Minecraft Steve on his speed dial, and he called him up. Minecraft Steve came here down to Earth and helped us build the house anew with nanobot blocks, and the house was fixed in a single day. It again feels a little bit like that. Oh well, maybe that went a little bit too far. Like the people are still gonna be hating Gigi that he caused the whole thing with the house being destroyed. So let's just hand wave it away. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but that's just kind of how it feels to me. But yeah, the house was fixed. Later on, Gigi and his parents came along as well with like 3 pieces of lumber, also trying to help them rebuild. I don't think 3 pieces of lumber would be quite enough, but hey, that's what they got. And everything ended well to sum things up. And now Gigi still has Evil Eye within him, but he's not going to be trying to eradicate humanity. He's just going to be fighting with Okarun because fighting Okarun is fun. And that's basically the summary of it. And then at the end, we got into some shenanigans when Gigi went back to school with Momo, and and was offered like a new flavor of milk or something like that, which was cold, and he turned, and we had a whole bunch of shenanigans of people acting all normal around him. Meanwhile, Gigi being like, "I will eradicate humanity. I will kill you all," and people were just not paying it any mind because I mean it's just Gigi. He just looks like Gigi. He behaves well. Okay, his behavior was a little bit odd, but he was just Gigi because people just don't see the transformations, right? People who are non-psychic don't see the psychic shit. So that was actually fun. That was actually fun. I actually enjoyed that bit. So hey, and then Miko and Muko, the goats, always under any circumstances, told Momo about the Golden Bowl, not quite understanding what they're talking about, just like a funny, haha, look at this fucking Instagram reel. There's a Golden Bowl floating in the air. Ain't that crazy, bro? Sis. Cool. I mean, they always come in clutch. So it's nice to see they came in clutch this time as well. My assumption is that in today's episode we're going to hunt for the golden ball. We're going to meet the new person, the new character who was shown briefly and who is shown prominently in the opening. He's going to join the team eventually, maybe not straight away, but eventually he's going to join the team for sure with some sort of powers, would be my bet, and I think it's a safe bet. And they're all going to go looking for the ball. I wonder. I wonder what kind of character he's gonna be, because like the first thing that came to my head, kind of just looking at him, was conspiracy guy. And we have ghosts, Momo, we have aliens, Okarun, and now we're gonna have conspiracies represented by the new guy, maybe. Although they've some like one of key art showed some sort of a kaiju. Maybe he's like into kaiju. I don't know, but it would be fun if well, no, the pattern of everybody being into some sort of paranormal thing would already have been broken with Ira, and later with Gigi. They aren't into anything particularly paranormal, so forget it. Forget that whole entire train of thought. Let's just see where this episode's gonna go, shall we? To do that, you're gonna need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show. I might need to regulate the brightness a little. Brightness is fine. And I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, YouTube, down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs nothing to do so, and it helps the channel a lot. And with that, we can start watching DANDADAN episode 22 in 3, 2, 1, go. I wonder how long are we gonna have to wait for season 3. If I'm not mistaken, Science Saru has some like another project in the works after DANDADAN that isn't DANDADAN. Who is that? Oh, it's the new guy. Henshin! Why do you need 4 different combs? I guess maybe different, like, grits. No, not grits. Sandpaper has grits, not combs. He's got the moves. And the jetpack. Different color now. Is he going to use all 4 on his way to school? Ah. Society takes the joy out of all of us, doesn't it? You have to fit in. You can't stand out. Are we doing that again? uh, or is it? Or is it a flashback? It's a flashback. Yeah. Like, no way Okarun would still be this awkward around Momo. Is there? Yeah, I distinctly remember this scene. It's a flashback. And he's in the background. Fucking normies! Ah, school. Is he in the same class? He is. SF Special. And he's also some sort of a paranormal nerd, like Okarun. It's upside down. Or is it? It's upside down. Okay, so is he into like more sci-fi? Because I think the first magazine he held had sci-fi, and this is a bacteriophage. And bacteriophages are kind of like a future medicine kind of thing, which I'm also very interested in. Just to be fair, I really find bacteriophages fascinating. Is he following Okarun trying to make friends? So there were two people looking for Okarun. Damn, he's popular. Let me guess, there was a third bench. There was a third bench. Ah, awkward. And kiss. I didn't see him here before. It was just Muko and Miko. Huh. Now I'm trying to figure out if it's just for presentation purposes, so to speak, as in the first time they showed us that scene, he just wasn't there because he wasn't there. Or is there something fucky wacky going on, like invisibility powers or some shit? That's why the ball is floating. He has the ball with him, he's invisible. Or he touched the ball and became invisible. Maybe? I would have to rewatch those scenes when they originally aired. Because right now I don't recall if there was someone in the corner of the classroom. If the corner of the classroom was even shown. I don't recall if there was someone in the crowd following Okarun. I don't recall if that moment was even shown. And I don't know how big of a close up on Muko and Miko was. Like, could it be possible that the camera was placed, like, behind him? The secret art of being attractive. Is he gonna try to teach Okarun how to be a chick magnet? Because I can only see that going wrong. Uh, or is he legit invisible? Gunpla? Okarun's not really into Gunpla, is he? I still have Guel's Di Lanza to assemble. I just remembered. There is still a whole fucking Guel's Di Lanza in my closet that I am yet to assemble. Huh? What? Ah. Yeah, I mean, hard to hide those facts. No, absolutely not. Not popular at all. Yeah, maybe don't start screaming about balls when other people are in the area. Uh, cinnamon bun. Too pure for this world. Too precious. Please don't try that. I mean, Shimoneta was fun, but. I mean, fair. To be perfectly honest with you, fair. That's why you need a phone, so you can just call each other up or, like, message. He is popular! Holy shit! Please tell me she also joins the harem eventually. Having a class press as a member of the team would be just. Yeah. What? What? I mean, he diffused the situation. So, I mean, he was useful at least. Uh, that's not how you do dirty talk, for the record. Like, saying dirty words is not dirty talk. Uh, apparently, all you needed to do is hang around with popular people and raise your self esteem just a tiny smidge and change your hairstyle. True. Absolutely true. Okay, so not invisibility powers. It's gonna follow them. Yes. It wasn't Shimoneta you were doing, my dude. I'm glad he's not, like, trying to be like, oh, I'm going to take Momo away from this guy or something like that. Like, it would be so easy to go this route. Huh. Levitation. It seems to have come from him. He does have superpowers after all. Some sort. Did the ball itself gain consciousness or something? Hmm, it's repelling him. Invisibility. Someone became invisible. Or did the ball form a physical body? Like, it's moving like something flying. Hey, it's moving like something flying, so it's not like a human that has it embedded or something, unless the human is also flying. They're trying to catch the golden snitch. I was expecting someone to see that and be like, oh no, she wants to jump. Huh, the physical body seems to be quite large. If it is a physical body and not some sort of like a repulsion field. Yeah, that wasn't quite enough to cushion the fall. Did he catch it, or did it catch him? Do they ever have a plan? Oh? Superpowers, or just a random set of skills? Neither. Okay. I mean, he's into sci-fi, so he would know things like that. I hope those places are abandoned. What's that inside of him? Oh? Okay, so it is something. Alien? Doesn't seem to be shaped like a human. And it's using fairly out of their cloaking technology. I love the new effect of going full throttle. Did you knock it out? Instead of being translucent, it was camouflaged. Yeah. True. Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense, actually. A person or a being? Oh. Huh? Fairly small for a kaiju, but yeah. Because it's inside. Probably swallowed it or something. Get down there fast. You might want to use your. Oh, is Rita Repulsa making it grow? We're gonna need a Megazord. You should have gotten. You should have gone down there faster. Because how do you even fight this thing? And it's still growing. Great music. A little bit of that organ horror kind of music, a little bit of techno. And that's the episode. Very short, as always. I'm gonna say. How many episodes do we have left? It's 22, 23, 24. Two more episodes? No. No. Can't be. Really? Shit. It's not a lot. But in any case, I'm gonna guess that the kaiju is gonna be defeated. I guess in the last episode, first half of the last episode, and then the latter half is gonna be the usual meet up at Momo's place. Unless it's not gonna be defeated that quickly, because like 3 episodes for an arc. I mean, Acrobatic Silky didn't take that long either, so I guess that's possible. And spoilers. Let's not watch those. Let's instead watch this episode again, shall we? Yes, we shall, as we always do. Preparing for school, whole entire collection of glasses that he needs, like a whole ass fucking stand on that you only see at the opticians. Gotta keep those hair in check. Absolutely. Isn't that just so, like, true? Doesn't that just, like, hit home so much? Right? You're alone somewhere, you're doing a silly dance, you're singing, you're having fun with your life, and then you enter the stream of people, and, well, that would be embarrassing if I did that, so you just became one of them. Just become a part of the stream, not an individual so much anymore as just a part of the mass of people. So true, bestie. Yeah, so this is mostly just flashbacks with his addition. SF Special Chemistry and Optics. Okay, yeah. SF, so he is into sci-fi. And then he has the Bacteriophage magazine that he also picked up, Upside Down. I have to talk a little bit about bacteriophages. Just the bare minimum. If you're unfamiliar with bacteriophages, bacteriophages are great. Bacteriophages are amazing. They are viruses that destroy, not eat, because viruses don't live, they don't eat, but they destroy bacteria. So, bacteriophages are a proposed alternative to antibiotics because bacteria have a very peculiar property of that as bacteria grow more resistant to antibiotics, they kind of lose resistance to bacteriophages. And as they grow more resistant to bacteriophages, they kind of lose resistance to antibiotics. And one of the big problems in modern medicine is that bacteria become very, very resistant to antibiotics, and we constantly need new, novel antibiotics, and sometimes they don't even work. There's a lot of, you know, not a risk, but it could become like a problem, like a real fucking problem, where antibiotics just stop working because all of the bacteria that were prone to antibiotics just gotten completely resistant to them. It's mostly because doctors overprescribe antibiotics and people overtake antibiotics. Like, I've seen my mom, for example, have something that is like clearly a bacteria, clearly a viral infection. So I don't know, a flu or whatever, and she'd be like, "Oh wait, I have some antibiotics left over from the last time I had strep throat, so I'm just gonna take them, and they will surely help." No, they will not help. They will just make the bacteria in your body more resistant to antibiotics, and people just do that, and bacteria grow more resistant. But lo and behold, bacteriophages. You can just inject a person with bacteriophages targeted for the specific bacteria, and the bacteriophages will destroy the bacteria. And then our own immune system will deal with the bacteriophages, because bacteriophages are always very, very extremely specialized. Like, a bacteriophage that is specialized to prey on E. coli, it's not going to touch any other cell, any other bacteria. It's specialized strictly to E. coli, so it's going to attack only E. coli and absolutely nothing else. There's a lot of bacteriophages on the ocean floor where there's a lot of bacteria, and we know that they are highly specialized because on the ocean floor, where there's a huge variety of bacteria, there's also a huge variety of bacteriophages, and they don't like encroach on each other's prey in a way. They are specialized in that one particular bacteria, and they don't touch anything else. So, it would be ideal if we could either like flip flop periodically between bacteriophages and antibiotics, like for a period of 5 years, the what we prescribe is antibiotics. For the next 5 years, it's bacteriophages, or we offer some sort of a mixture, or it's 50-50, like literally your doctor does a coin toss and gives you either antibiotics or bacteriophages or any other ways. But bacteriophages are great, and they can quite literally save humanity in the long run. So I'm like, I understand him learning, reading about bacteriophages, because they're great, they're amazing. Uh, yeah, I don't think this scene initially lasted long enough for him to appear. So probably every single shot was framed and cut only so long and only so wide as to show what's needed to be shown and not show him. Or certain shots like this one were simply added after the fact. So yeah, probably not invisibility powers. This is kind of confusing, but I guess the camera could have been placed behind him and just proper lens, and it would show just Muko and Miko without showing him. uh, yeah, the secret to being popular is clearly dirty talk. Absolutely. What's he assembling? Dandai Spiritual. MS normal type. 1 to 144 scale. I don't know which kind of Gundam it is. It just looks like quote unquote classic Gundam with the weird ass color scheme and the classic helmet. Head, rather, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's not that Okarun doesn't notice you. It's that Okarun doesn't know, doesn't realize, or rather, it's not even a part of his mind that someone would want to be noticed by him. So it's not your fault, Kinta. I don't think we were given his name in the show, but I see that his name Kinta Sakata. So Kinta then. Yeah, displaying proudly his gunpla. I have, where is it? There it is. Oh. Ow. I'm gonna proudly display my gunpla as well. That's a, I don't know the proper name of it. It's like a regular grunt kinda. No, it's, isn't this True True's something trainer? It's something trainer, I think it's called. It's in which from Mercury they use those suits as the whatchamacallit, training suits, or to do fighting on school grounds. It's great. I really like it. I have to assemble Guel's Dilanza one day, and there is a live stream of me building it on the channel. If you wanted to look at it, I might even link it somewhere here in the fuck it here. Oh fuck! I'm gonna link it here so that you can watch it. It took me like 6 hours or something like that. Here, you can stay. Uh, Here, there we go. Proudly displayed. Oh no, there's a plant up there that I will have to move to close the door. Whatever. Yeah, I don't think Okarun is all that interested in Gunpla. We don't know what hobbies does he have besides aliens. I mean, we've not seen his room even, so we don't know if he collects anything. Yeah, I don't think he does. I don't think he's shown interest in anything besides reading magazines about aliens so far. And Momo. Those are two things that interest him. My enemy, right. Because he's an attractive normie. So, so he's your enemy. Yeah, you're not particularly handsome, unlike myself. You're short and quite dull, unlike myself. But you're always being chummy with Momo and Shiratori as well, unlike myself. uh, he's such a classic tropey character, isn't he? Yeah, friend procured. And I understand everybody here. Like, Momo just barges into the classroom and she's like, "Yo, Okarun, I found your balls!" Like, that's gonna be disruptive. For sure, it's gonna be disruptive. Something tells me we're gonna see more of her. Something about her design tells me that it's not like the only time that she appears. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Like, her hair has a little bit more detail put into it. She has two hair ties that are also shown. She has glasses. That's another, detail that background characters don't necessarily have. And also, it's not like other characters in this show are particularly outrageously designed, right? Like, it's not that easy to play Spot the main character in DANDADAN. I don't know. Something tells me that this is not the last we see of her, and actually, I'm just gonna note it down. She's called Rin Sawaki, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna note her down as class pres. We see class pres again. Probably not in this season, but maybe in future seasons, unless she's somehow tied to the kaiju. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of a tentative, but I'm gonna note it down just in case. Prez has ties to kaiju. What timing do I need to cut in to be popular? You need to join in at an appropriate time. I mean, kind of hard to know when the appropriate time is, but I mean, it would be better at this time as they're arguing. It would be leagues better if he interjected with, "Oh, ladies, ladies, no need to bicker," kind of thing, than just 10-gallon weenie. Or whatever the fuck he said. 10-gallon. Like, dude! What the fuck? Amazing pose that he struck, by the way, though. Gotta give him that. My man knows how to strike a pose, and my man got some moves, for sure. Oh, okay. He said, "Don't give up, Kinta." That's his name. And also, fully straight face. Yeah, that's how we were supposed to learn his name. Fully straight face. Like, he's not embarrassed whatsoever. Because you're pretty cool lately. Yeah. Not in ways that other people would notice. That's the thing, right? Like, okay, he's pretty damn cool when you're Ira or Mom. When you're Ira or Momo or fucking Gigi or Granny or whatever, and you see his exploits and you see him fighting and you see him fighting for his friends, etc., etc., etc. Sure, yeah, absolutely, but he doesn't really exhibit those things at school, so kind of hard for a justification of him being popular at school. The only things that I can come up with is he's hanging around with the popular girls, so by proxy he also must be pretty cool, and his change in hairstyle, and that's basically it. Which, by the way, hanging around with popular people makes you more popular. That's like, I'm not going to be able to quote you research on that, but I distinctly recall there being actually done some research on like picking up women at like public places, a bar or just a street or wherever, and women approaching men on their own. And basically, if you are already with another woman, be it a friend or a spouse, or you have a ring, marriage ring, that makes you kind of more approachable to other women because they kind of see you as vetted, right? Like, some woman is hanging around with him, even married that guy, so he must be pretty safe. So they feel better approaching you, and it makes you kind of by proxy more popular. People kind of use that, and even if they're not married, they wear like a golden band on their hand, and that actually apparently has some degree of success. So the people you hang out with do distinctly have impact on how you yourself are perceived. If you hang out with nobody, well, you are given the label of a loner and a weirdo. If you hang out with weird people, you're given the label of a weirdo. If you hang out with popular people, you're given the label of also popular, right? So I think that's the thing that changed the most about him, but uh they are definitely talking about something spicy, yeah. What a coinky dink, indeed. I thought they are leaving school right now, but on a second look, they are already in that apartment complex. Is it a complex of abandoned apartments? It would seem that way. I thought that maybe he awoke some powers within him, like his desire got so strong that it just propelled him towards the first woman he spotted, or whatever. But no, it was the spirit that threw him. Slippery little bowl. Yeah, not easy to catch. And she probably should have tried to like grab some balcony or something as they were falling, because yeah, no way that spreading those hand wings this late would cushion the blow. I mean, it cushioned it enough that they are alive, but wouldn't surprise me if they had concussion and a bruised lung or something. That was a pretty fucking big fall. We had Okarun go through a training montage. Well, not a montage, but through a training episode. And kind of by proxy, we also had Aira undertake that training. It would be nice if Momo also went through a little bit of training in versatility, right? Like learning how to use her hands as wings a little bit better, maybe create like a parachute from them, things like that. Basically, like, I mean, we don't even know if her spectral hands need to take the form of hands, or is it just the case of, you know, using them like that because it's the easiest for her? Maybe she could just get fucking Green Lantern powers and form whatever out of her aura. That would be very useful. What's the plan? Do we ever have a plan? Jetstream attack. At least he has a lot of knowledge about sci-fi shit, so that's gonna be useful. It's using auto-reflective projection technology. Sure. Now, this is interesting. There is something inside of him. I wonder, is it because of the contact with the golden ball? And because he went into contact with the golden ball, he is going to develop some powers. That would be my bet. Quinta develops powers thanks to contact with the golden ball. We know that Ira was able to see supernatural things as long as she had the bowl, so perhaps prolonged exposure to the bowl or repeated exposure to it could give him some sort of powers as well. He has a lot of knowledge about sci-fi stuff. I wonder if he would be given powers of like analysis kind of thing, maybe. Yeah, three different viewpoints, so it has to account for all three, so it can't effectively project the world. Going full throttle. I love the effect of full throttle. I thought he's gonna catch it, but no, he just headbutted it. And it is some sort of a kaiju thing with the ball inside. It's pretty big. My initial thought was that it might have been some sort of a kaiju toy that some kid, a kid found a golden ball, was like, whoa, so cool, Mr. Kaiju, don't you think so? Oh nom nom. Oh no, Mr. Kaiju, you ate the ball. Right? Like, a kid played with a kaiju doll, kaiju figurine, and the ball, and the kaiju ate the ball, and it got powers, kind of like, what's his face? Not Hana, Taro, right? Kind of like Taro. Although he didn't gain uh, sentience because of the golden ball. But, I don't know, kinda like this, maybe. The kaiju is a toy animated by Ball's power. And it grew like it was hit by a beam from the moon sent by Rita Repulsa. Yeah, it actually kind of is reminiscent a little bit more of Power Rangers, and I don't know if that was also a theme in other Super Sentai shows where the monsters grow for the final phase, so they need to use the Megazord. But it surely was a theme in Power Rangers, where the monster would eventually would be defeated, then Rita would beam from the moon, the monster would grow, and then they would have to jump into the Megazord to defeat the big monster. So they don't have a Megazord. It's going to be a little bit harder to do, isn't it? Unless Momo is gonna be able to manifest a Megazord using her chi. Which technically she might be able to do. Or they do some sort of weird combiner where they call Ira, and Ira makes like the top half of the sword out of her hair, and Momo makes the bottom half out of her mana chi, whatever. I mean, that would be fun. Completely ridiculous, but also completely fun. Otherwise, like, I don't see them being able to defeat this thing without growing to its size, or without somehow sucking out its chi or whatever to make it shrink. Ah, ah. Doesn't seem like it would be some sort of an alien to me. Like initially, I thought it might have been the whatchamacall her, Keto, right? The Keto family survivor who got her hands on the ball and decided to go after Momo, but that didn't really check out. And yeah, it's a kaiju. Is it moving? It's moving, so it's not like a completely stationary thing. But I don't know, it just looks like a toy, just grown to me. So I'd say it's a tall. Tall. It is tall, but it's also a toy that was grown and animated because of the ball's powers. I know we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that somewhere there, but that's gonna happen in the next episode. There we go. I think I mostly said everything I needed about this episode. To be honest with you, it was fun. I like I like Kinta. I really like the fact that like it would be so easy to do, and I wouldn't even bat an eye if they made his character all about how can Aira and Momo like Okarun. I'm so much more beautiful and I will take them away from him. Right? Like it would be so easy to do so. We've seen it done so many times, and as I said, I wouldn't bat an eye because it's just something normal at this point in anime, but they didn't. But they didn't. Kinta, okay, he sees Momo and Aira as cute and beautiful and whatnot. Who the fuck doesn't, of course? But he's not like, I wanna take that. He's like, hey, teach me. How can I also get a girl like that? Not your girl specifically, just a girl like that. Just a pretty, beautiful girl that would love me. Right? I like it. I really like it. I enjoy his shenanigans. I hope that he's going to grow as a character. I mean, for sure, he's gonna grow as a character. Everybody in the show grows as a character. But I hope that. How do I put it into words? That he grows out of this whole, like, throwing random naughty words is naughty talk, dirty talk, and that means girls are gonna love me if you stand in the middle of the room and scream wiener, right? I hope he grows out of that quickly because it has the potential to be very awkward and just cringy. So I'd rather not. And I hope he grows out of his shell, right? Where he sings and dances and strikes poses even with other people around. Perhaps not everybody, but like his friend clique at least, or maybe his class. It will be nice, it will be cool seeing his growth as a character. Maybe he even gets together with the class prez. Why not? Why the fuck not? I mean, my man wants a girl. There's a girl right there. Just impress her. Yeah, this was a fun episode. I wonder how are they gonna solve the kaiju thing though, because it's big and they are not big, and it's not easy to defeat something big when you yourself are not big. So I wonder how they're gonna go after that. It's gonna be interesting to see, isn't it? But right now, I said that's gonna be it from me for today, but maybe you guys have something more to add on the topic of this episode, of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. If so, say so in the comments down below. No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord if you'd like. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, and click the bell to make sure you're notified of them. Support the channel if you'd like monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you nothing and also helps an awful lot. And I also heard YouTube is doing something like a hype button or something under the videos of like less popular channels, where you can click it and it like bumps the video in the algorithm. I don't know if my videos are even eligible for that, but if they are, click the hype button and hype this video to someone's home feed. I don't know, maybe my videos are gonna blow up on YouTube, and probably not. But we'll see. We'll see where life takes us. But right now, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Dr. Wota, Commancer, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to suffer Kinta's dirty jokes.